Hello everyone, Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. We have a little bit of piggy love happening tonight. Just let me refresh my computer and I'll make sure that I'm oriented properly and everything is working. I can see, oh, there we are. Okay, Facebook is acting up tonight. I'm going to have to start using a different browser, I think. Tonight. There we are. Be quiet, woman. Good. Okay. Hey, Norma. It's working. Woohoo! It's working, and I can see comments, and hopefully you can see my card. Yes. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of coloring tonight with some Stampin' Blends. And I'm going to share how to do this cute little piggy love card. Isn't that the cutest thing? And of course there's Winka Stella all over the clouds and on some of the rocks, because who doesn't like to have bling on their rocks in their rock wall? So while we wait see if anybody else is going to show up, I'm going to share 3 more Christmas cards that I got in the mail. So I got this one from Quinnell, from Jessie and Charlie and the kids. Isn't that cute? Just some paper and a lovely sentiment on there. So that was one. These all arrived this week. And now, of course, Canada Post is shut down, so there won't be any more. Then I got this one from my friend Leanne in Saskatchewan. Look at that. I love that. I'm so glad. Hi, Carmen. I'm so glad that this one carried over and we'll still be able to use it again next year, because there's so much you can do with this bundle. And then I opened it up and there's a lovely picture of her whole entire family. And then the last one is from my friend Wendy in Alberta. She lives, I think, just north of Edmonton. It's upside down. Haha. There we go. So Wendy and I went to school together a couple of years ago. Way back when I lived on Salt Spring, we were in high school together. We used to hang out. So I teased her that this looks like her and her hubby. Just got it. Speaking of Leanne, every time I go live, she messages me, and I forgot to put my computer on my phone on do not disturb. So I teased her that the people in this card looked like her and her hubby. I think it's so cute. Okay, so this card has no die cutting on it, no embossing. It's stamps, ink, and paper, and I've raised it up on dimensionals. I've hand cut out the sentiment and made it a little bit different. So, and there we go on the inside, added a tulip on the inside. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so there's a funny story about this stamp set, because I got this stamp set for nothing. Last celebration, I put in an order for one of the celebration the stamp set with all the sentiments in it. That was $120 whatever. And instead of that one, I got this one in my order. So I phoned Stampin' Up and I said, okay, so I ordered such and such a stamp, but I can't even remember what the name of it was. But I got Peekaboo Farm instead. And she said, no problem. I will send off the correct one. I said, okay, do you want me to return this? She said, oh, no, just keep it. So I got Peekaboo Farm for free. And it has been sitting here since, I think that was in August. And it's been sitting there since, and I haven't even added ink to it. So I'm going to tonight. Oops, I just dropped the sentiment piece on the floor. Now I'm going to run my chair over top of it. That's not good. There we are. Okay, and then I added some of the new brushed brass butterflies on top of it. So let's just go. Got to make sure I'm using the right piece, because the inside piece is bigger than the outside piece. All right, so I'm using light crumb cake light smoky slate, the combination of gray granite, bronze, which we don't use a lot, color lifter, to do the clouds, dark granny apple green, and flirty flamingo combo. And of course, Wink of Stella, because what's a card without Wink of Stella on it? I like this stamp set because it is clear. So you can kind of set it up the way you want. So this one, I kind of centered it, but because I really like this little tulipy thing here, I'm going to shove it over a bit to the left so I can put a tulip on there. So I'm going to start with the left one and put it over. Oops, wait. There's a top and a bottom to this because you see these little divots here. That's where the piggy's hands line up. So you've got to make sure you get that part at the top. So we'll just stamp that. Now this card has a lot of coloring in it. And I didn't do any of it pre-coloring because... Okay, now I'm going to line up that top line there. And stamp that there. There we go. See, it lines up really well. You can't even tell that that's two stamps. But now I have room to put one of the tulips on the side, which is something I didn't have on the original one. So you know what? It's good to change things up a bit. We'll just add the leaves in there. And then we'll add the tulip in there. Oops. Get ink on it. Like that. So what are you guys up to tonight? Just hanging out, staying warm and dry? I did manage to get out. Did my chiropractor appointment this morning. And then got my COVID shot this afternoon. So I'm just lining his, I was going to say paws. Nope, hooves up in the holes here. So you just got to stop talking for a minute. There we go. All right. There we go. See, it lines up really well. It's not difficult to line this up at all. Oh, good, Norma. Stay home and stay safe. I made hubby drive me this morning because my chiropractor appointment was in the morning and I made him drive me, but I didn't have to. The roads were fine by then. So then I made him take me grocery shopping too. Okay, now I'm going to put some clouds in here. So there's two sizes. There's a big one and a little one. Get my ink back here. And no rhyme, no reason, just stamping a few here and there. Like that. And maybe one partially off here. It's the big ones. And add a little one in there. And maybe one here. That looks good. Oh, I have stuck one on this side, so maybe I like that. I'll just put a part of one over here. There we go. So that's all that stamped. Now I have the sentiment piece somewhere. There it is. We'll stamp "Life is better with you." Maybe I'll save this one for Valentine's. Give it to the old man. So it's his birthday on Saturday. And I made his card a month ago. I was so impressed with myself. Okay, now the inside one. Come on, there we go. I was impressed that I was smart enough to do it. Of course, I did a Facebook Live on it. Name tags out of extra pieces I had stamped and colored for a Christmas card. Oh, well, what a good idea. Getting ready for next year? Okay, so I'm going to stamp the brick wall on here. And we'll do it on the envelope at the same time. I've been prepping for the Stamp-A-Stack, for the Honeybee Home Stamp-A-Stack. Those cards are all ready. I'm just waiting for the embossing folders to arrive, and hopefully that, they say they'll be here tomorrow, and then those will be ready to pick up and mail out. And then I have my team, I'm having a team event on the 29th. So that's the next prep thing I had to do. So I've cut a lot of cardstock today. I think I shared a picture in my Facebook page of what it looked like at the beginning of it. Oh, wait, tulip. I want to make sure I put a tulip in here because it's cute. Let's put it on the envelope. Oh, that's so cute. This is a really fun stamp set. Maybe I'll send them to my grandchildren. My northern grandchildren would get a laugh out of these because their Nana in Prince George, excuse me, has a farm with piggies in. So this one would be really cool. What am I doing? I need this one. Need to do some coloring. The tulip is cute. I agree with you. So I'm just going to do, I'm not going to worry about doing a lot of shading because this doesn't need it. I'm just going to hopefully, uh-oh. My Flirty Flamingo is running out of ink. Hang on, let me get the other one. I love it when I anticipate them running out of ink and I have a replacement all ready to go. Ah, there we go. That's better. Okay, let's just go over that. Makes a difference when you have enough ink in your pen. So I'm going to throw that one away before I forget which one is which. But look at how that color's going on there. A lot better than the last one did. Just going to... Now, pig's hooves are not black that I know of. So I chose to do them the same color, and then I'll put some dark on there. That's one. Oh, I should put the... They're in the freezer. Hello, Miss Jessie. No more pigs. Oh, well, next year maybe. Next year. Piggy, piggy. Okay, I'm just rubbing these, or blending this in a bit. There we go. Now we'll get busy on the other one. Yeah, Ted used to, when he was growing up, he was on a farm too, and they always had pigs and cows. And then they had an aunt and uncle who had a sheep farm, so they were always trading half a cow or half a pig for lamb. Me, I'm a city girl. I grew up in the city. We had a garden. Hi, Carla. Yeah, we had a garden, so there was lots of veggies and stuff, but we did not have animals to eat. There we go. So it doesn't take long to color those. Now, the background is, I believe, I can't remember. So that's crumb cake. That's light smoky slate. That's dark gray granite. So that must be the light gray granite. And if it's not, it will be now. I love the piggies too. I love this whole set. It's perfect. You know, anybody that has a farm or likes getting their own fresh meat. So I'm not going to put you through the pain and agony of watching me color all of these things, but I will do half of this wall, and then the wall on the inside and the wall on the envelope. If you want to color it, can be colored the same way. But if I put you through this agony, we'll be here until 10 o'clock. And I'm not really prepared to color until 10 o'clock at night. I'm kind of waiting for my arm to get sore from my I thought of you, Jess, when I saw the very first time I saw this stamp set in the catalog. I figured it would be one of the ones that you liked. Sometimes people are having bad reactions to their third shot, and sometimes they're not. So I'm kind of interested to know whether I'm going to be, which one I'm going to be. Okay, so then I would do the whole thing like that, just in light gray granite. And then I'm going to take different colors and do the rocks. So this is bronze. And this is supposed to be one of the quote skin tones. But such exciting news. We are getting, I think it's 12. Uh-oh, Jess. You'll have to get it. I think it's 12 new Stampin' Blends we're getting that are all skin tones, from light to deep. It's so exciting because we haven't had really good skin tones. And there's they're sold in sets, but it's not like a deep light and a deep dark. It's a deep medium. There's deep and then there's deep medium. So they'll be fun. They're on their way. As we speak, they're winging their way to me. Oh, good, you have it. That's awesome. It's really fun, and I like the fact that it's kind of standalone in that you don't have to use anything else with it. You can create cards just out of the stamp set and have a lot of different ones show up, because it not only has pigs in it. See, it's got sheep and goats and pigs and a cow and a horse. And there's a little bird sending hugs, miss you, hello there. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's my light smoky slate? I thought that's what I just used. It is. Okay. So I need dark gray granite is the one I'm not. There. That's the one I didn't have. We'll just fill in the rest of the rocks. And I'm not doing any shading with these. If you want to, you could shade them and make them have, like, look three-dimensional, but I thought, why? They look really nice like that. Okay, and then I have Dark Granny Apple. It's a nice stamp set. Fence could be, yes, it could. Oh, should have had my light Granny Apple green. I think I wrote down the wrong color. Oh well. Tulip. And then we're going to make the tulip Dark Flirty Flamingo. But I want to show you how I did the clouds, because the clouds are really cool. Can you see the clouds? I gave them a little bit of dimension down at the bottom, and I made myself a note. Clouds are light smoky slate, then go over with the lifter. So I get my light smoky slate, and I'm just going to run a bead of it along the bottom. And the ones that are full, I'm just going to curl it around the top there. And it's all in the same direction. So the light source is kind of still coming no matter what it is. So there, you do that. And then you take the color lifter, which I don't use a lot of, and I really should. And then you just go over top of it. And it fades it out. And I'm just going in a circular motion like this. Now you could leave them like that. You can go over them once and make them a little bit light, or you can go over them a couple of times and make them really light. But this just blurs them so that they don't look like lines. And don't keep going over them, because with the lifter, you need to let it work. So there we go. See how that is working? And then if I decide after it's dry, because it's not dry yet, but after it's dry, I can always go over it again and just blur that out some more. And it gives it a little bit of texture on the bottom. That's it. Okay, I'm trying to find the one that I have already started, because I've got 3 of them on the go here. I'll just use this one. I'm going to layer that onto a piece of basic gray. Like that. And then this is going up on dimensionals. Onto the card base, and the card base is gray granite. Well, thanks, Carmen. Yeah, you can use it on anything to lighten it up. So if I wanted those piggies to have lighter cheeks, I could just put a little bit of the lifter on there, and it would lighten their cheeks right up. You have to be careful, though, because with the lifter, less is more. So you can always add more, but you can't take it away. And sometimes it looks quite funny. But if you're coloring and you go outside the lines, it will lift. They shouldn't have called it a lifter. I don't know what they should have called it, but it doesn't lift it. It pushes it through to the back of the cardstock. There we go. So now, one of my favorite things in the new catalog is brushed brass butterflies. These things are amazeballs. And we'll just put 3 of them on there just because it's nice to have friends. Put that away. Now the sentiment. You're going to get to watch me fussy cut again. So how did I do that? Okay. Let's start here. when I'm fussy cutting, I like to start somewhere that's not on an end or a corner or something that's going to be really skinny. So if you are cutting out a stem, for example, I always start, how can I explain this? So if I was cutting out this stem here, I would start here and go this way, because if you start here and you go all the way around, by the time you get down here, you've got this little teeny tiny piece to hang on to, and it's really difficult. But if you start here, you've still got the whole thing to hang on to. Now you could start up here too, but I tend to go to a long straight stretch if I can, because it's easier to start and stop. So if you pop right in here and then cut your way around here, then you've got lots to hang on to, and you're not trying to hang on to a little tiny narrow strip of cardstock. So there you go. There's one of my tips for fussy cutting. And this one is kind of straight, but I don't want it to be straight because there's enough straight lines on this card. I want it to be a little bit. And then I just did the bottom straight till I got over to the Y. And then, and see, I've got here now, and I've got this little teeny tiny piece to hang on to. But I'm only doing that little portion of it, so it works. There we go. And that got a little hard corner there, so there we go. That's how I fussy cut. I wish I'd bought some. Now I have to. Bought some what, Jess? Oh, the butterflies. Oh, you have to. Oh my gosh. Good Lord, do not pass those up. I thought they were going to be plastic, but they're not plastic. They're actually brass, and they're quite weighty. Look, they have weight to them, and they're really cute. And I would imagine you could color them with Stampin' Blends. Let's try that, because, you know, I like this, trying stuff. Yep, it's not going to, you'd have to put a couple of layers of color on to get it good and colory. But look at that. Here, I'll hold it up so you can see. Hold it up and focus on it. See, you can see the color on there. Now, it's a little blotchy, but if you let that dry and go over it again, the more layers you put on, the darker it gets. And then I would put maybe 2 or 3 layers on and then let it really dry good, and then go over it one final time with, and not dot, doing it like you normally do. But look, you can color the butterflies. There you go. All right, back to what I was doing here. Hello. Time to move on. Get my dimensional strips on here. And, uh-oh, do you see what I see here? Look, a butterfly fell off. Don't want to lose that. Holy man. There we go. It's back home with its buddies. Okay, so now the sentiment. Well, I'm just going to see where I want to put it first before I take the dimensionals off. Now, because I stamped the clouds a little bit different, then I'm just going to fit it in wherever I can. Or you can just do it here. Or you could do it here. Or you could do it, I wouldn't do it over there because that's going to cover up my tulip. But there's lots of different places you could put it. And I'm thinking right there. Yep, I like that. That's where it's going. Oh, I haven't put Wink Estella on yet. Oh my. Oh, weren't we supposed to be having a draw tonight? I forgot all about it. I think this is the last draw, isn't it? Wait, where did I put my paper? There it is. Yep. I was supposed to be having the draw for Monday's post. So I'm going to have to do that. Of course, I didn't go in and see who commented, but it will only take a second. Okay, so I'm going to add some Wink Estella to the clouds. And because Stampin' Blends are alcohol-based and Wink Estella is water-based, it will not reactivate that gray. Because, you know, Wink Estella's my thing. My thing. And then I'm going to do some of the rocks on the rock wall as well. And we'll do that, and then we'll do a little bit on the piggy ears and on the nose, because it's nice to have a shiny nose. Maybe they have COVID. They have a runny nose. Oh gosh. All right. So I want to color the inside, but I don't want to color it in my card because of the amount that the Stampin' Blends bleed through. So I will put that on there after I get it all colored. This one is fine because there's a couple of layers yet. Okay, so I have a draw for 2 more sheets. 2 more sheets of this. And then everybody's name is going to go in for a package of Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. Okay, so let me go. I don't have this ready. Do you guys mind if I just go over and get it, if Facebook will cooperate with me? I know I should have had this already, and I do apologize. Okay, so now it was on the 4th. So let me go down and find the one from Monday. Monday. Ooh, I talk a lot in there. That was Tuesday. There's Monday. Okay. And I change that to newest comments. And then I go over here, get my wheel up. And we'll get a piece of paper. I was in a Zoom meeting just before this, and I didn't even think about this, so I'm sorry. Connie, Janet, Carmen, Val. See who else was here. I'm just running through the Norma, Susan, Okay, so I go over to the wheel. And I'll just type them in the wheel. Yvonne and Connie and Janet L and Carmen and Val W, Norma and Susan F-P. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? So this one, this is for the 2 sheets of foil. Do. And that is Connie. Now, Connie lives in the States, so I will send Connie a card, and I've removed her, so now we'll go and we'll get one in Canada to put the paper in. Oh my gosh, Carmen, you won again. Yay! Yay! Okay, so I'm just going to put Connie back in here. All right, so I'm just going to put you up on my stand because now I'm going to take all of those names and I'm going to go to my other file. Where did I put my draws? Oh, come on. There it is. Get all the other names, put them all back in, and I'll draw for the sequence. So the number of can I say this? The number of posts. Oh, that's not going to work. Sugar Shack. Gosh. Sorry, that didn't work. I tried to do them all at once. I can't. I have to do column by column. Column. So the number of posts that you commented on is the number of times that your name is in there. And then I'll go and add whoever's here tonight. And we'll add those ones in too. Okay, one more column. Okay, they're all back in there numerous times. Okay, so tonight, if anybody who's watching, if you haven't commented, this is your last chance to comment. Norma, Carmen, Jess, Carla, Holly. Hey, Holly. Jess, Carla, Holly. Sorry, Holly, I completely missed your comment there. Okay, anybody else there that wants to comment before I push the button? Okay, we have Norma, Carmen, Jeff, oops, fingers on the wrong keys, Carla, and Holly. Okay, last chance. Last chance. Okay, we'll go over there. Got lots of names on the wheel. Oops, you don't need to see me. I'm sorry. There we go. Got lots of names on the wheel. Gonna push it. If somebody from the States wins, I'll send them a card, and I'll keep going till I find somebody in Canada to win the, I don't know where I put them now. Oh, the sequence. There they are. Okay, ready, set, go. Oh, good Lord. Sequence. Connie won again. So Connie's going to be getting 2 cards from me. And I'll just remove all of her. And we'll do it again. See who we get next. Sharon. There we go. Okay. So I'll just turn you around. You can have a look at me because, you know, you really want to, right? Congratulations, ladies. Carmen, I will put that paper in with the other paper that you won the other day on Monday. And I will get Connie's cards off to her, and Sharon can pick up her sequins anytime. I'll get them ready to go out once the weather's because, you know, our roads are the pits. They're horrible. But they're drivable. So I did what I had to do. Tomorrow I have to make a birthday cake. I have to cook tomorrow. It's going to be awful. So I've called in reinforcements. I've called James to come and help me bake Grandpa's birthday cake because he likes baking. So all I'm going to have to do is get all of the supplies out and he'll do all the baking for me. I'll have to grate the carrot because it's a carrot cake with cream cheese icing and it's sugar-free and it's absolutely scrumptious. Okay, ladies, I think that's it for tonight. Tomorrow night's collaboration night. Oh, dear. Let me turn you around while I go find my note to find out what collaboration night we're doing tomorrow night. Hang on. Okay, we are. Oh, we're collaborating with On the Horizon tomorrow night. So, this stamp set and these dies and that paper. So go and get ideas of what to do for On the Horizon tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Same time, same channel. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. And I'll tell you tomorrow night how the birthday cake turned out. Thanks, everybody. Stamp and smiles, and bye for now.